What's good, everybody? Late night word of the day, and then right after the word of the day, I'm gonna start streaming. But I wanna start with something positive today. I swear I do, cause even I'm getting tired of coming on here with. And I know it freaking. Being honest, it fluctuates, man. I'm having good days. I'm having bad days. I'm just. But anyway, where do I even start? The No Cap album. Oh well. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I know. Timer. And y'all know I can't multitask for shit, so bear with me. Damn, what is the word of the day, y'all? Well, I can only go based off how I feel, but I think I want the word of the day to be stuck. I feel stuck at times. I feel like I owe a lot to a lot of people. I'm posting my workout video for today while I. The hell going on here? My legs. They're legs today too, y'all, so definitely bear with me. But I feel stuck at times. I will admit that I hate confrontation. I don't know and I know I've said this before, but it's just I've been put in a position to where I know I'm a target at this point. Like, no matter which way I'm a target. I'm the type, I'm very naive. Like, I have to, and regardless of what's done to me over and over again, I have to hear you say that either you don't mean, and nobody's gonna, unless it's like concept of revenge, but I don't think nobody's gonna blatantly come out and just tell you, like, hey, I don't have your best interests at heart. Their actions will always prove that over their words, but for some odd reason, it takes. I would much rather you say it to me, that way I know how to go about it accordingly, because I go based off actions, but I go off of a pattern, if that makes sense. And then by the time I recognize that you really don't mean me no good, a lot of damage has been done. I think my bad, y'all. I'll admit it, I'm very naive to a lot of things. Because at the end of the day, I've never, and I'd like to believe that nobody really comes at anybody with malicious intent. But I've been proven wrong. You know, I've 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 been proven wrong. Um, my bad, y'all. I'm posting a video while I'm doing my word of the day. Anyway, apologies about that, y'all. But I don't know. I had to have a level of patience. I had to have a level of fake understanding. I had to have. I had to have a lot of shit that I don't typically have. I don't have time for the bullshit. I don't have time to like. I don't have time to pretend if I like you or not. You know, I just I don't know how to play the game like that. I just I really really don't. You know, um, the only reason I'm saying all these things like in this format is because again people are really really good at wordplay, if that makes sense, where I work at and you know what I work at and what I work around and all that other stuff. I'm not like with me. It's either it is what it is or it is what it ain't. You know, like if you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. Shit. If you're a manipulative motherfucker, you're a manipulative motherfucker. If anyway, I'm around a lot of I'm not gonna say toxicity because that's like something really really common. I think in the military in general, but I'm around a lot of negative things, and I'm around a lot of things that drain your energy, whether it's mentally, spiritually, or physically. I don't know how to play the game. I don't know how to appease. I can read situations, if that makes sense, but I can't read people. And 9 times out of 10, I think, which has always been my biggest downfall, but I don't think. I think people think like me, like, don't bother or mess with nobody unless they give you a reason to. A lot of people don't think like that, you know? And I think I have a hard time adjusting and being around just stuff that everything I'm talking about and addressing is a me problem, but it plays a big part in how I conduct myself with people in uniform and people outside of the uniform. But with what I've been going through lately, I definitely feel like I'm a target at where I work. And I don't know, maybe I'm trying to figure out. I want to make sure because I'm not good at wordplay, but I'm trying to figure out if I did anything to warrant the position that I'm in. I'm not gonna come on here and be like, "Oh, I'm a hard worker," this or, "Hey, I do this and I'm responsible." I'm not gonna do that. But I honestly ask, like, out of with where I work at, out of everybody there who's more liable not to show up for work, not do any work, and then just have I really warranted becoming a target? I don't want to be that statistic and be like, oh, when you med board, because again, I have come on here on my word on the days and have expressed that my hate for being where I'm at, but I just not show up. I had a talk with the leader one time, and some of the things he said to me is kind of like, make a long story short, it's kind of like I shouldn't prioritize my med board. That's what I took out of it. I feel like anybody med boarding watching this video, it'd be like, the fuck? Again, you only know my side, and then you know, I'm a firm believer in your side, his or her side, and the truth, but it's just like my side is kind of like, at the end of the day, again, my mindset is this: by this time next year, all this shit ain't even gonna matter. I'm not even gonna be in a uniform, but it's just like, I'm not gonna become lazy either. But at the same time, though, too, it's kind of like, I don't know, like that. There was something that stuck with me that one of my mentors told me. But the army is kind of like an onion, and depending on the situation, there's layers. When you start peeling back layers, like, and depending on what direction that you peel, like you could peel an onion from any direction, but at the end of the day, you got to get to the center. You know, if you were to start peeling from one side of the onion, if this makes sense, y'all bear with me. If you start peeling from one side of the onion, you could look like, it could look like, hey, this person or this situation is like, this person doesn't want to come to work. This person doesn't still want to do their duty and their due diligence while they're still serving. And then if you were to peel the onion from another angle, it could look like somebody's being burnt out, tasked out, and too much on their plate while dealing with transitioning out of the military. I know that probably made no sense, y'all, so forgive me, but at the end of the day, I'm in a situation where it's a lot of tug and pull, but at the end of the day, I don't think I warranted myself to be a target and hounded and checked for. Because at the end of the day, regardless, med boarding or not, right place, right time, right uniform. Now, if there's obstacles in between, if I got my VA appointment, so I'm gonna go to that. I don't know, man. I know I'm talking in riddles and circles to people who probably won't understand or not in the military, but I feel like I'm a target where I work at. And at the end of the day, man, I really, and I got short-term memory loss because I forgot what I said the word of the day was. I come on here and I just ramble, but anyway, I'm gonna stream for an hour, then get ready. Hopefully my word of the day will be something positive, and I can remember it as I talk to y'all, my audience. But like, subscribe to the channel, please support. If not, my word of the day is support my interviews. If not that, support the streaming. If not that, support the fitness journey. Last little thing I kind of want to leave y'all with before I turn off the camera. I'm a firm believer people, I don't know, should never be in power of anything. I think maybe, and I don't know how to word it because, again, you have leaders and then you got dictators and you have bosses. You have a lot of that, because controls the flow of things, brings a little bit of organization, but like to control and dictate someone's life or livelihood. But then again, too, it's kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm saying, but I think to a certain point, people shouldn't have power, certain types of power over people, because at the end of the day, certain obligations gotta be fulfilled. But I feel like in the military, and if you look what's going on in the military right now with certain leaders and how they're getting hemmed up, caught up, and getting in trouble, it's kind of like the biggest takeaway I'm getting from it. And I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna end it because what I'm about to say is a whole different topic. But you can, as long as you have a certain amount of rank on your chest, responsibility and power, you can get away with a lot of things. Like if I were to do something wrong or malicious with the rank that I'm at, I would be held to the fire. But if I was like one thing out of whack and they're crucifying me. But if I had a couple more credentials and rank on me, they really would bat an eye and turn a blind eye. I remember I was talking to a peer of mine, but make a long story short, I told him, I said, punishment for a private is way different from punishment for a lieutenant colonel or a sergeant major. Like, let's just be realistic here. Like, there's levels to this shit. The lowest level gets the most pain, while the highest level just gets, because of the influence and power they have over people, situations, property, things, whatever. So that's why I'm a firm believer, like, nah, you shouldn't be that much in control to where if you do something wrong or do wrong by people that I don't know, maybe what I said don't make sense, but I don't believe in that. Anyway, y'all be good. I'm about to start streaming.